Hello everyone, this is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire, and I am here in the Maverick Library coming at you and talking real. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of things about control only. Let's start off with something really exciting. Take a listen to this.
Now, broadcasting on Radio Star Worldwide, it's the Maverick Difference Radio Show with Paul Finck. When you want to step up and dare to be different, when you'll dare to be great and live to your fullest potential, when you are ready to dare to be a maverick and live the life of your dreams, then it's time to listen to Paul Finck.
And let's make sure that iTunes doesn't continue to play things in the mix here. So I'm going to make sure to turn that off. The really key is that is the announcement. We've got a radio show that I used to do regularly that I kind of paused on for a little while. And so right here, right now, I want to tell you we're bringing it back live to these airways here, the Maverick Difference radio show. And for all of you, hey, we've got a couple people hanging out here. James Smith, how are you, buddy? Long time. We haven't talked. We need to talk. We've got a lot going on this end of the game, and I know you do too. So would love to, a major shout out to James. We got to chat and catch up. And Jamal's here with us. We've got Maverick Difference radio show. We are starting it, and James, come on board. I'll interview you on the radio show. It's awesome, and we're going to be broadcasting this live as well as replaying them all week and doing a ton of them over the next couple months. Nicole, welcome. So the Maverick Difference radio show, I wanted to announce it, kind of been playing around with the idea with everything that's been going on, and we're creating live, much more live engagement these days from multiple different places. We've got the Maverick Library. We also have the Maverick Penthouse, which I'll be broadcasting from over this week as well. And we've got a couple other locations, if you will, that we've created just for you. And so the Maverick Radio Show is all about bringing on guests, bringing on powerful players, bringing on people and information and inspiration, motivation, tools, resources, because, man, in this day and age, we need to move everyone into the playing field here to really get people moving forward. Our economy depends on it, and our world depends on us not taking this as a vacation, not taking this as a time to wallow in self-pity, not taking this as a time to curl under the covers, only this is a time to take massive action, which is what we're doing in the Maverick community. And we're going to be bringing all that live to you and really sharing with you what's going on. And I want to share with you that I'm not unconscious about what's going on in the world. I just have my approach to life is there is no sense in creating a negativity environment, a negative environment around it. It makes every sense to be positive. Everything I know about the human condition, everything I know about how the brain works is that what you put out there, you get back. What you create in the universe, what you inspire in the universe, you get back in spades. And so I want positive, I want greatness, I want abundance. And so with that, I create it and I put it into the universe. And so a lot of times people say, hey, you got a smile on your face, everything must be going great. Well, good for you, but buddy, I've got shit going on and I don't have time for you. And I got to tell you that we all have stuff that happens. We all have stuff that is going on in our life. The coronavirus is running rampant. People are really sick. People are dying. People are challenged financially. They've lost their jobs. They've lost their livelihood. They've lost ways to connect. They've lost social contact, even worse. People don't know how to engage anymore. And when we get released from this pandemic, we're not going to know how to engage with other human beings anymore. What I can tell you is that even with all that, I'm not immune to it. It's all hit my life in spades as well. And I got to tell you, and I want to share with you for just a moment here, that not only did I get hit with the pandemic, my whole business was, or one of my core businesses was all about being live with people and belly button to belly button, eyeball to eyeball, live events, live training, live coaching all over the world. And it came to a complete and utter standstill, an abrupt stop. However, it came to an abrupt stop, all in the midst of me handling other personal crises. Simultaneously, or actually days before the coronavirus really hit big, my wife was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And that we're in the middle of battling right now. And it's a really rare form of cancer that, who knows? It's called leiomyosarcoma, and it is a rare form of soft tissue cancer that there's only been somewhere around 300 cases in the world ever. And so my wife is a rare breed. I tease with her that we're the 1% club, even in the type of cancer that we get. And it's a battle that we're going through. She went through heart surgery a little over a month ago and pulled out a big piece of this sarcoma right out of the middle of her pulmonary artery. And now going through chemo. She's gone through 4 or 5 days of chemo already. And now she just got back from the hospital going through the first phase, and she'll be going through another 5 phases of 4 intense to 5 intense days of chemo each. So we've got a long road ahead of us, and it's painful, and it's a struggle, and it's really, really difficult for us right now. And that doesn't mean that we'd stop our life. It doesn't mean that we stop putting a smile on our face, and it doesn't mean that we are not optimistic about our future. For each and every one of you, I want you to understand that the future is bright, that as soon as you believe it is, it will be, and you can create that in your universe. I titled this talk, "You Are in Control." You have more control than you ever imagined, and the moment that you understand that you are in control is when you can be, and that's the beginning, not the end. That's where the journey starts. You're in control of your time, you're in control of your emotions, you're in control of how you behave, how you react to the universe. You're in control of it all. So what does that look like for all of you? Is that you can actually take charge. That you don't let things get you down, you don't let things beat you up, and you certainly don't let the outside world dictate who you are or what you're about. You decide every second of every day, every moment, you decide. When all this hit, so I get with my wife having a fatal disease, with my economy and my business taking a left turn somewhere without me even knowing it, and with the whole economy shutting down, with my kids who were happily in college all moving back home, at least 4 out of the 6 of my children, moving back home, interfering with their glorious college life and the fun and excitement that they were experiencing in the world. And all of us creating a lockdown mode in our home, dealing with all of this simultaneously. I was actually by my wife's bed, hospital bed, when all this kind of hit. And we were prepping for the surgery, and then day after the surgery, we got kicked out of the hospital because that was the day that they decided that everyone had to be isolated from the hospital and they had to take control of it, and people started their lockdown mode. With all of that hitting simultaneously, I spent probably the next week to 2 weeks curled up in a ball. And I don't mean literally, I mean that, man, there was just major stuff hitting me. And even with all my training, with all my exposure to what to do, how to keep control of your mind, how to really take action. I mean, I train on this every single day. And I was having difficulty. I was having difficulty really processing all that was going on, especially all of it simultaneously. Then I realized what was happening. I started getting control. As I shut off the outside world. What do I mean by that? TV, radio, the ongoing social media broadcasts about how we should be feeling right now and how we should be scared to death of our life and how we should be scared to death of our neighbors and how we should be, and what's going on a world economy and what all the BS that you hear on the news and all the stuff that's going on out there, man, I gotta tell you, once you know, okay, wash your hands, okay, don't touch your face, okay, and be really careful right now. Once you know that, there's very little else that you really need to know about what's going on except for when. When can I go? When can I engage with life again? That doesn't take much, and I guarantee you when the doors open, you will know. The rest of it, stop listening to it. It's not worthy of you. It's not worthy of your time. So I took control. I stopped listening to the news, stopped listening to social media. I stopped paying attention. I was hospital bed and I had my phone with me and I was just looking at all the news and all the media press and all the posts ongoing every day. That's all I was doing while I was sitting by my wife's side. It really had a toll on me. I teach the equations of positive in, positive out, negative in, negative out. I teach that with every negative that you have coming into your world, you're going to need 5 to 10 positives coming into your world, and 5 to 10 positives even that you're expressing or that you're thinking to offset that one, just that one negative. So understand the magnitude of negative that may be coming at you right now. The amount of energy it's going to take just to get back to baseline. I want you to cut it off. Eliminate all that from your world. You do not need it, and it's hurting you. As we move on, and I started getting clear, okay, I eliminated all that, started getting my thoughts back to where they were, which is life is great. Yes, life is great. Even with everything that's going on right now, life is great. Even with my wife being injured and going through this struggle right now, life is great. People ask me, has this interfered with my faith and my belief in a higher power? And whatever your belief is, I want you to realize that knowing that there is more, knowing that there is something out there that is absolutely helping to empower you, to give you strength, to give you the power to move forward. It's a universal power, whether you want to call it God, whether you want to call it your own internal power, universal power. There's absolutely power out there that you do not know, that you do not understand, that is helping us every day. I tap into that godly power every day. And people ask me, does all that's been happening hurt my faith? I said, absolutely not. Because I know that all this is for a purpose. I know that it's been given to me as an opportunity. And I know that everything that is happening, there's a certain amount of control that I have in how I react to it and the outcome that I get during this whole experience. Like, I know I've doubled down on my work. I've created more in the last now month than I had in the previous 6 months or possibly even a year. That I created just a magnitude of change, of difference. I had to. Started looking at my business going, okay, there's certain holes in my business I wanted to fill. Certain things that just weren't right, that it was time to fix. And this pandemic just brought it home. There's certain things that I want to make sure my wife is clear on with our love and our support as a family unit. I want to make sure that my kids are whole and able to prosper through all of this. That creates a movement within me to create even more. So there's huge opportunity. And for all of you, there's huge opportunity too. There's huge opportunity in everything that's happening now. You see, right now, and I'm going to move towards some real core components. Step away from what's going on with the media. Step away from what's going on in the news. And start realizing your life is your own. You have control of it. What can you be doing now to make a difference? What can you be doing now to empower yourself with more? First and foremost is understand that you are in control, that you can make a difference, that you can change things, and that the playing field has been leveled. Leveled! What does that mean? It means that all the people that you thought were here have now come down to a playing field. They've been kicked off some of their podiums, if you will, because they didn't see this coming. And they've all been hurt. They're all looking to transform their business, figure out how to operate without touching people, without connecting with people in the way that we're used to. And so a whole lot of businesses and a whole lot of people have had to shift, had to change. And so now they're looking for new connections, looking for new opportunities, looking for new ways to engage, because they're in change, they're in transformation, they're pivoting as well. So what does that look like? So they're shifted, they're looking to pivot, they're looking for new connections. It's kind of like when you shifted from high school to college. You had your own cliques, your own little matrix of where you fit in the universe of high school. You had your clique that you belonged to, there were other cliques that you couldn't even possibly tap into. Then we all went to college. And in college, the cliques all shifted around. We were able to recreate ourselves. We were able to say who we are to a whole new audience. And in doing so, possibly we shifted to new cliques. We were able to access cliques that we were shunned from before because no one knew who we were or what was going on, and everybody was changing. Same type of thing is happening now. People are going from the old world to the new world, from the way it was and they had their established foundations to bam, those foundations have been ripped out from under them and now they're looking for new. Which means you can access people you never had the ability to. You never had access to them. You can touch them. You can talk to them. They'll accept your text, your message through social media. They'll accept an email from you way more than they ever did before. I know I have. All of a sudden in the last month, I have connected with people that I never would have. And it's not for being snobby or elitist. It's because I was busy. And I was so busy with what I was doing, the understanding of reaching out and bringing in more into my world. Well, there was no need, there was no desire, there was no like oomph to do it. Now, everyone's realizing, man, time to get moving, time to take action. And so we're creating new connections, new opportunities. And that's true for everybody, which levels the playing field for anyone just getting started, for anyone getting moving right now. You're starting a new business, you've been in business and you want to take it to another level. Well, oh, and by the way, I don't know whether you realize I am a coach, I'm a trainer. I coach businesses on how to really take their business to another level, how to create a strategic plan to move from where you are to where you want to be. And as yah-yah as that sounds, it's exactly what I do, and I do that over and over again. I've been coaching in this space now for about 15 years. I can't even believe it. I've been an entrepreneur for over 34, almost 35 years now, and making my way every step, understanding that I'm in control, that I have the ability to move and create and manifest the world that I want, regardless of what the economy's doing, regardless of what the pandemic is causing, regardless of what's happening in our worldwide trade. I get to create my world. And I'm doing that now, and I've been doing that for a couple decades now, in really understanding that I have control and creating it for myself. Oh, and by the way, behind me here, this is a new .com that I created, getyourmaverickTime.com. Go ahead and go there. You're going to get just massive amounts of some free training on time management. You want to know how to get real control over your future? Get control over your time. All too many people waste their time. They fritter it away. Value your time and understand the value of time. All that's explained in getyourmaverickTime.com. So absolutely great. It's one of the key components in life. You want to be able to get more out of life, get more out of your time. That being said, it also is really important to have a really good work ethic. When I talk about time, so often people go, "Oh yeah, I need to create more. I need to do more." I need to create more. I don't want to do more. I don't want to actually work. I don't want to do the things I don't want to do. I only want to do fun things every day. I got to tell you that every entrepreneur I know does things they don't like. It happens. Now, do they do it all day long? No. I love teaching and training. I love talking. Some of you may know that already. I love hanging out in this format, and being able to talk and talk and talk is a great place for me. And it's really tough for me to dial in because I'm used to talking for 80 hours straight. This is really a confinement, if you will, of talking within a framework of a short Facebook Live or any of those sort of broadcasts that we might be going out to. However, you've got to get control of your time and really learn how to value it. Learn how to take charge, but you also need to be doing extra. In this day and age, right, I talked about it being a level playing field. However, with a level playing field, one of the things that you want to do is take advantage of it. How do you take advantage of a level playing field? Is you do more. You work harder. You create more. You connect more. You make more phone calls. You send more text messages. You send more emails. You send more direct messages. You do more. Anyone that is not working around the clock right now, you are missing the boat. You are missing massive opportunity. There are players out there, there are people that are taking advantage of this, and they're going to come out of this, the leaders in their industry. So while others are sleeping, while others have their eyes closed, while others aren't noticing, there are people out there that are taking charge and commanding the attention of their whole industry. You want to be one of those players? You want to be one of those people? Now's the time. Now's the opportunity. Take advantage of it. Go deep dive. Go make the action happen. It's one of the things I'm helping my clients do right now is not only to double down on their effort, to create more and to hold them accountable to doing more and having more during their day, accomplishing more during their day. I also am helping them really get clear with what it looks like. What is it that they can do? What is it that they're going to need to do right now to really make a difference? You all need to, absolutely you want to make your list. Make a list of what you want. Make a list of what you're going to do every single day. What do you want? Your goals. What are you going to do? Your tasks. Every day you want to be doing that now. That's how you stay focused. That's how you stay accountable to yourself. Giving out nuggets here, just talking about what is and what's possible for all of you. And again, going through our own struggles and what it means. We're so disconnected now. My game plan and what I've been doing for the last month is connecting more and more on social media, connecting more and more on lives, connecting more and more on Zoom. Just every single day being in this platform, being in these environments, because this is so important right now. We need to connect with the people around us. And when we can't do it physically, we need to do it through mediums like this. We need to be able to connect as humans, face to face as often as possible. I want all of you to be on video. I want you to be on video. I want you to reach out social media. Matter of fact, I want you to reach out to me. Reach out to me. Tell me what you like about this. Tell me what you're doing on your day-to-day tasks that's different than what you used to create control in your work, to get movement in your business. Really key. Share with me and reach out to me in comments here as well as in direct messages to me. I want to connect. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned and I started off our time together, and it's been a little while. I'm gonna cut it short in just a few moments. Only I want you to know two things. One is you want to get your Maverick time because it's going to help you with your time management. It's going to help you really get control with what you're doing every day so you can accomplish more. One of the things on there, it's got a time log that I share with you and the real details on how to use it effectively. People talk about some of this stuff. I talk about how to really apply things into your life. It's not about the yah-yah. It's not about the theory. It's about the practice of the theory in your world. That's what I teach. That's what I train on with all my clients. Really makes a difference in where your results are. So you want to get yourmaverickTime.com. In addition to that, you want to reach out to me through direct message. You want to reach out or email or text. If you know my email, you have my phone number, you text me whichever way you can. Absolutely let me know you want to be on the radio show. We're starting up and we're looking for guests. This is one of the major first announcements of people finding out. Maverick Difference radio show is coming back in full, and we are going to be doing interviews non-stop over the next month. And then ongoing, the radio show will be continuing, and we're going to be building our database, our followers and our viewers ongoing. We already have a good baseline. We've never quite had it die. We just didn't focus a lot of attention to it. We're going to be bringing on new guests, new people to really share with you, to teach you what to be doing now and to make sure that we're all in a space of abundance. That's the message of the Maverick Difference radio show, how to do it different and create more. So absolutely, you want to be a guest. You want to be a speaker on there. You want have something to share with our audience. Absolutely, let me know. We'll set up a time block for you and we'll get it done. Maverick Difference radio show. get your time, get your maverick.com. Get that also for everything that you want to accomplish. Understanding your time management is so important. And stuff happens to us all. It does. And it's something I've watched. It's something that I've understood for a long time. Now it just is piling up in my lap, as they say. However, it's how you react to the stuff that happens that makes the difference. Everything that's happening now has made me stronger than ever and more determined than ever to continue down the path of abundance, to continue down the path of providing for my family, providing for my wife, and providing for all of you in an ongoing effort to raise the bar. Raise the bar for you, raise the bar for me, raise the bar for our communities, our society, raise the bar across the board for our world, so that everyone understands what we put out there, we get back, and that positive energy, positive thought, positive action creates a positive result for everybody in our society. Absolutely. Dare to be a maverick. Do it different. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. Till next time, everyone. Talk to you soon.